We can do better. We deserve to do better. I remember Chairman Cummings constantly reminding us that we can be better.
Gentlelady's time's expired. Before I recognize Representative Fry, for what purpose does Representative McClain seek recognition?
I'd like to enter something in the record. My friends on the other side of the aisle are desperately trying to deflect from the Biden family peddling scheme by attacking President Trump and his family.
Her 5 minutes?
I would like to enter into the record an article. Actually, Jared Kushner and Hunter Biden are nothing alike, and here are the facts. Thank you.
Without objection, so ordered. Chair now recognizes Representative Fry for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. One of the inconsistencies that I have kind of seen is what is on a text message, Mr. Bobulinski, with Raymond Zhao, and what Hunter Biden testified to in his own deposition. And so this is infamous. We've talked about this a lot. Z, please have the director call me, not James, not you, or Jim. Have him call me tonight. I am sitting here with my father. We've talked about this a lot. We've kind of got ad nauseum to it. And in response, Raymond Zhao says, copy, I will call you on WhatsApp. So in Hunter Biden's testimony on page 105, he states that the Zhao that he sent this to was not the Zhao that was connected to CEFC. What do you say about that, Mr. Bobulinski?
Well, I think what he's simply saying is he made a mistake. Not that he meant to send that text message, because it's crystal clear that that message was meant for Raymond Zhao, who was the interpreter for Director Zhang at CFC. But I think he tried to obfuscate in his testimony that technically maybe he made a mistake and texted it to the wrong person. I can't speak to whether then he corrected that, but I do know, based on the communications, that he got on the phone with Raymond Zhao and set the record straight and exactly went through what he thought he was sending him in that message, because it's followed up where they say, they sort of snap to and say, we'll cooperate with the family. Why were they willing to cooperate with the family? Because effectively they were bribing the Biden family to get them to help them with the 4 unsealed indictments in the SDNY, which is the only thing that mattered to CFC.
And Raymond Zhao, you said he was an interpreter, but he was a little bit more than that too.
He was like a chief of staff interpreter.
Correct. So he was kind of the handler for the CEFC business.
Yeah, he spoke good English. Director Zhang spoke very little English.
Right. So to the extent that this was the wrong Zhao, I mean, I'm no rocket scientist, but if I get a text message and it's somebody that it's a different Russell, I'm going to say you've got the wrong guy. Correct?
Yeah, I believe Henry Zhao probably. His argument is he sent it to Henry Zhao. I'm assuming there's a text message somewhere where either Henry Zhao responded, hey, I think you meant that for somebody else.
Instead, we just see copy that. I'll call you on WhatsApp, right? Right. So if you were perplexed as to why you received a random text message that wasn't applied to,
well, that's actually Raymond Zhao
saying
I'll call you on
That's
WhatsApp.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the purpose, the issue that he brings up, though, is that he was confused and it was the wrong Zhao. I want to ask you a couple more questions real quick. Hunter Biden's transcript on page 42, he said, I officially began to work for CEFC when I received a retainer from CEFC in early or spring of 2017. Is that true?
Well, it goes back to the word official. He's parsing words. Hunter Biden started working for CFC in the fall of 2015 and worked for CFC throughout 2016. That was confirmed to me by him, by James Gillier, by Rob Walker, numerous face-to-face conversations on it, numerous meetings.
So this is not true. On page 48 of his transcript, Hunter is asked, he's never interacted with any of your business associates. Is that correct? The he's referring to is Joe Biden. Is that true?
That's a lie.
Hunter lied to the committee about important details concerning his money demands and threats to CEFC based on this WhatsApp message right here. On page 105 of his testimony, Hunter states, quote, my father had no awareness of the business I was doing. Is that true?
That's a lie.
You also talked about how Jim Biden also lied extensively throughout his own testimony, and that Jim was selling plausible deniability for many years so that he could not tell the truth from a lie. On page 100 of Jim Biden's transcript, Jim is asked, do you recall having a meeting with Hunter Biden and Tony Bobulinski and Joe Biden? Jim's response was absolutely not. Jim states that Joe Biden never met with Tony Bobulinski. Is that true?
That is a lie, and I'm shocked that his lawyer sitting next to him, a former U.S. attorney, allowed him to say that lie 3 different times in that transcribed interview.
Right. When pressed, he continued to double down on that.
He got excited. His lawyer had to calm him down, and he continued to lie about it.
On page 124 of the transcript, Jim Biden states, quote, "It was Hunter Biden, myself, Gilliar. I don't know. It was the 5, okay? And everybody was 20% okay. You know what? It was never executed. It was never signed." And he's referring, of course, to the contract or the agreement. Is that true?
That's a lie. He fully executed the legal document, Oneida Holdings LLC, as did Hunter, James Gilliar, Rob Walker, and myself.
Thank you for your testimony today.
Thank you.
Yours has been the consistent testimony throughout this process, unlike the other people who have come before this committee. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Very good. Chair now recognizes Ms. Presley from Massachusetts for 5 minutes.